Why I increased my training fees when someone said they were too high. It may sound strange, but one of the biggest reasons I increased the fees for my training program was because someone told me they were too costly. Yes, that really happened. For the past 35 plus years, I have been teaching several healing modalities. During this journey, I have had the privilege of training more than 50,000 students, many of whom today are successful healers and teachers themselves, serving people across 25 plus countries. Over the years, I have witnessed something fascinating. People have traveled from countries such as Australia, Canada, Singapore, Dubai, Indonesia, Zimbabwe, and many other parts of the world, not for a holiday, but simply because they wanted to learn from me in person. Think about it. Anyone willing to spend on international travel, accommodation, food, and several days away from work is certainly not worried about my training fees. They are investing because they understand the value of what they will receive. They are not buying a course. They are investing in transformation. On the other hand, there are people who compare a premium learning experience with the cheapest course they can find online or elsewhere. They compare names, not depth. They compare prices, not outcomes. They compare certificates, not competence. When one such person asked me to reduce my fees because the same program offered by another teacher was cheaper, I made an unusual decision. I told the person, I am not going to teach you. And then I added something even more surprising. If you come back later to learn this from me, anytime in future, after learning from 10 other cheaper teachers, I will charge you double what I would be regularly charging at that time. Why? Because someone who cannot recognize value is not yet ready to benefit from it. A student who chooses only on price will almost always fail to appreciate the years of experience, research, refinement, personal mentoring, and responsibility that go into creating genuine mastery. The price of a program is paid once. The value of the learning stays with you for a lifetime. As trainers, coaches, consultants, and professionals, we should never feel guilty about charging according to the value we create. Lowering our price to convince someone who does not understand value rarely creates a committed learner. Instead, we should continue serving those who recognize that the right education is not an expense, it is one of the best investments they can ever make. The people who bargain over price often miss opportunities. The people who recognize value create extraordinary results. And that is why, sometimes, the right response to, your fees are too high, is not to reduce them, but to stand firmly behind the value you have spent decades creating.